تزونا أو إنش أو بسيارة توزن إني كيا وحقت باش يستلو أنا أو يدو هم يعني real persecution okay because does the temperature depends on its size. This is exact. The other one, thermal energy or thermal heating, it's other cases. This is depend. But this one is not depend. Basha? No. Let's go on our lecture. Why is it not working the third one? وقت يومي يعني. Let's continue about the practice. No. I will continue with the theory lecture. We do have, this is also very important for students in the College of Medicine, pressure and fluid pressure. However, pressure is different in the solid state and also different in the liquid and gases. Basically, gas and liquid are more related to each other, while the solid state is other kind of the matter, and it's different. Their calculation for the pressure or stress is different from the fluid. So, the pressure and fluid pressure characteristic, pressure or fluid mechanic. These all cases are related to the mechanic how it's. ها؟ چی ته تلفن نتوانی؟
تلفن نه.
حد نبود دانش. خیلی نبود. دبیر تو محاضرات هست. Okay. Bash. Objective and learning objective, this is for you. You may read it and it's quite to be clear, but I would like to tell in this lecture why it's important. This is all the summary of the issue. It's been written in this slide. I do not like to spend time for reading this and explain about it. The outline, state of matter, mass density and specific related or specific density, pressure, barometer and atmospheric pressure. Did you get the videos for this lecture? About I will send it in the maybe. Balance force and Archimedes principle, Pascal principle, Bernoulli principle, quantity equation, and Torsell's principle. Poisson's law is very important, regarded as RT or fin like a pine, streamline and flow pattern, laminar or turbulence, and viscosity. This issue will be explained today. State of matter. This is only a review, you know about them. As you know, matter comes in a variety of four different types. خب البته آنی دو قسم کن جانا کن باشه جای پشت دقت ما بسیار چون دیو ساکن باشه. Solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. These four states are regarded in nature. The molecule of solid are locked in a rigid structure can only vibrate. After adding thermal energy or vibration, some solid are crystalline like a table saw and which the atoms are arranged in the repeated pattern. ماده solid because همین باش یکدو بیکا مبادکان و ناجوان یک structure ثابت تویان هیا. Some solids are amorphous like a glass in which the atoms have no orderly arranged. In other words, solid has defined a volume and shape, which I like to tell you. Solid they do have a finite shape and volume. A liquid is in a variety compressible and has a defined volume but no defined shape. Like even if you have a glass of a can of juice, you can put it in the several shape of glasses, and each type of the glasses, the shape of the liquid, they will take the glass shape. gas is also easy compressed. It has neither defined shape or nor defined volume, like a CO2 dependent will diffuse throughout the room. Plasma, this some people they do give the plasma state its other. Plasma, if you have gases inside the container and you will give them a temperature about 300 degrees, and how they do the collision between and how they react these particles, this is the plasma state. Basha, and the kazalan plasma go have a flame or agree مواد هشته و ما پلاسمانیه پلاسما هو این کنتینر که مواد تبخیرش که غازی دو درجه حرارتی وشتری گرم که دو زیادی لذت صاحب تابلا اینجا او ریاکشنی که روی که collision ممانع حرارتی که داره this is plasma state. Density, as you know, density is very important, especially for you. By the way, each medicine has been written that its concentration due to its density, or milliliter per ياخذ هون per volume per cc أو per deciliter. برضو بالdensity بزانيتي. Density by its definition is that mass divided by its volume. It will give you the density of raw substance mass of the substance divided by the volume it's occupied, and its formula is rho is equal to mass or divided by its volume, and its unit is the kilogram per meter cubic in the SI system. In the CGS system is gram per centimeter cubic. For example, water has a density of about 1 gram per milliliter. It's very slightly with temperature and pressure. تقريبا نقاوتي مادة كان جسيبه density كم فاق يومنا دورية. Please, this table you do not have to keep it in your mind. نعمل الامتحان والنهاية problem أو That's only to distinguish between the substances. They are quite different. Here are a heavier one, and here this column is a lighter one, speaking from the aluminium, iron, copper, silver, nickel, gold, platinum. To remember that the substances due to this density, they are different. Of course, it's related to the number of proton and electron. And also water, mercury, it's been used for a lot of because it has a high زور حساسة. بكار زور السنسرات زور بكارين شو كدوايا ويكا قرمة الزود على كشام وهيك أما بكارين هو عادة ثيرمو أو شيء ثيرمو أو بويدريك لما هو هتانا كذا سبتليك دابراو معنا وبتجيبي شكاو بتجيبي إيش بيضل دو درجة بجيروي تبقى بالكهرباء anyhow. We have also relative density. Because we do have a density, we do have also relative speed. And it's regarded as a water, calculated with the water. The relative density of material is the ratio of the density to the density of the water. And it's a unit class. Yakenia, Kiaza Kleba density hamu matter divided by density of the water, it will give you the relative density. And what does the relative density tell us? For example, steel has about 7.8, 8.7, and here wood is about 0.5. What does relative density tell us?
هذا ستيل يعني لا بزيد حشت أواني density أو يعني متكرر وين density.
Smaller. I need to also
smaller numbers.
Smaller number regard or compared to the water to emergent or not. كأنكم أبي يعني أباشا.
Why water? Why not oil or?
Because water maybe in the world is standardized regard. Also, can you do it? Maybe in some fabrications they will compare to the oil, especially inside the engine. But standardized, it's been according to the water. Our standard. A hydrometer is an instrument to measure the relative density of the liquid. Hydrometer معناه هو قياسي أو بالنسبة فرمجة. Let's see what I have. Gravity. عادة الساي فيزياء هموش تك نسبة ولا سر طول يجي هموش تك دابا شي لينث يبكي يا فوليوم ببريت بالنسبة gravity لبرو يربو خوانه ويا بويا بيوت specific gravityش باشا نازل داخل it's concentrated with the mass, and mass is always to the gravation regardless. باشا حتى هما هو مشتكى البازار هيكري حليه بيبني او نيوتن ما كريوا كازنا له بكيلو نام كيلوغرام لا اصلا سيرفيس كشي بيبني 1000 نيوتن كريوا باشا توزع كمان مدى يا وينك فعالك كم ما سريع لك مفكة لما كان يعمل كذا قبل شناك براك هريو باش picture gets quite clear from this will come with a specific density and even it's heavier than the number one it will emerge or submerge in the water while it is smaller than one it will above the water for the due to the balance force. باشا وهي زي كده مثلا طبيعتي ما تكشف بالنسبة لي باشا. This is characteristics of the substance. طبيعتي ما تكاني دور. باشا. If the object extends less than the water, there will be an upward net force on it. الجملة تقدم وغلط فوق بعد زي. حاول عدد كان زور بنام تلتز بدم كمل لنا وقصاك بيوج اليوم وغلط توزي انت بشد بزي باشا بس عقب يدام بديك net force on it and it will raise until the partially out of the water فهذا relative density فكان هو يزاي نسبة القياس كيف أو حتى هو specific تايبتي يعني شيء pure ميكانيكو غواصات وأنا كان استفادة للقياس أو قانون يعني فرق. إيش هالسرعة؟ أبلغ أجر هماني هم أبلغ نيواني أو استدعاني بلام أجر بتشوفتي بتواصل أو أجر ها؟ أو نيوش هل بتشوفتي أجر موجود بديار نيواني هل بتشوفتي لا أو اگر تواصل که كنت بتوان دیار زور کم تر دیار لدوای پویت پنج جوری نازن به حقیقت نام جابه که ودونه که خم نیزن بفعلی و برسیار راست کی آفرین الان زور تأکید نیم ونمونه کروبه یا بینایی درخت دیا كنت بتوان it's fully upward stay on the surface of the water وعبود is half باشا وبجوری دنسیه که يعني نازل ولم حاف كي بقياس يا قوة زور تأكيد ماشي ولا بوده كان باش for the float objective for float submerged is given by the ratio of object density to the fluid أما ما زاني لك كاتك مكان ده بينما استفادة زور بو ميكانيك ليك خاصة كسيري معلقان تامكن همو ما طواف معناه طوفيك خفيف بويك شيء ميكانيك ما هو كواسطة روبرت كوبشن أو كبقيته بقفلة كاتي فلو حتى يوصل فما واني شيء أو بعض غواصات شكل ثابت فيزياء كان يجمعي regarded هم حسابي بكرة وإنجا خبره خلينا أو باشا pressure نمو سؤال زيادة بجودة باسي واحد اشتغل نبري لكن نستوى blood pressure analogy to this system. We will talk about the pipe system. Why? Because pipe system is like our heart vein, and the blood will go through these pipes or this vein or artery. So it's it has to study the pressure. The pressure is an issue, and they do have exert rules. Pressure is equal to force applied to the surface divided by the area. Have you been seeing this definition before earlier? In which? Strain. It's exactly the strain. Strain, it's exactly the pressure. الان تعبير كان يقول باشا إذا كان يشارك اثنين بهذا هذا قبل باسكال. Pressure is equal to the force applied to the surface divided by the area. أو هي زي فكرة تصور بالكو بس هي بابن the surface يقول هذا كي يروبر. باش. Pressure is given by this. Pressure is F divided by area. Pressure is simply for per unit area. Pressure is often measured in pound per square inch, PCI معناها. Atmospheric or torsionally with millimeter mercury. This is also regarded as a Pascal. هذا pressure معناها بلام جوازي pressure لsolid ولا fluid لا جوازي. استبعد كيف نقدر نزين فرق يعني لا جوازي. Solid pressure. The magnitude of force acting on a given area, these are also repeated. Also for vector quantity, pressure is scalar quantity. However, these two, area and force, both of them is directional. We do have a direction, but pressure remains n directional quantity because experimentally pressure acts equally in all directions, producing no net direction. برای الاتجاه كان إلى هنولا كائنات وين يعني نعمل يسر ويا أخبار ويا أنا برای regarded as n directional quantities. ماشي. Pressure is exactly depends on two things. دائما الفيزياء هندي جارواني استخدمنا تعمله. دائما الفيزياء كرولا كملكو أو رولا اعتمادي computer function. يستلي pressure function of mass بدل area. أو مش تحديد pressure كارتمونيا mass and area. فهذا رأي أجر سيدي بكي the area is more effective than the masses. أجر سيدي أم كتابة بكي توفي book is a very famous book for cooking book. The direction of the area will be covered by the pressure. In each situation, even if you lay the book on the table like this situation, you do have a bigger area, the pressure will be less in this case because the pressure is equal to force due to its weight divided by this area. Here we have a greater area, here a smaller one, and also this one also small. Compared to this one, this is minimum pressure will accept much like this. So, in the solid state or in the real life, or not in the liquid, regarded calculate the pressure by this system, force divided by area. While in the liquid is different. In the liquid it's rho GH, regarded as a mass or density of the system, and also high. Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, the third device for measuring atmospheric pressure is done by torsionally. Torsionally was student by Galileo, I think, and he was thinking about how he did a measurement of barometer, and he have got many times the same result, and after that the atmospheric pressure was be counted and it's in a live axis. The device is called a barometer. Barometer in the Italian word is weight, meter is measurement, measure هواء. Then barometer. Barometer is a very simple device, but it's important to explain the measurement of the atmospheric pressure. And it's being used in the weather and forecasting. Even if you look, this is a simple barometer. here in this tube we do have 3 points A, B, and C, while because the surface of the mercury or sometimes water, the pressure is here, these all points are equal, while pressure in C is no or zero because there's no air pressure, that vacuum. So the idea of the barometer is in the vacuum, that vacuum. اگر او بشکلی vacuum اگر ما تکل باولی او فیدی باشه نبی کلی کی تکشته اولی دو خواه رنگ بحار توتی نفس الجسیا بوستی بلا نبروی جیوه رنگ کیف یک معمول درست کرد due to specific of the خاصی شعیه در ماده کنه. بلا while it's mercury this high, it's measured by the torsional, it's about 760 millimeter regarded to compare between the atmospheres from between the C and B. It will give you this value, and this is this, you can do it. This we do a very nice video. I will show you in practice how we came to this idea. Basha. Again, I will indicate the point. شجع تنتبه ويشتبه كاتب وشي تجيبه كان لما يروح حسب كيف شو قراني أو شو أشوفه كان ما بين نص بيبقى تويش خود. بلام بني عاري زورا خير قبران. The barometer is used for the forecasting weather. Decrease in a barometer means that stormy weather, and increase in a barometer means a warmer weather. بالتالي تشرح كم زخزوت على أخوانهم. Atmospheric pressure, because there is a lot of changing in high and low position in the earth, the sea level is regarded as a standardized atmospheric pressure. So sea level like where? Sea level like شوية كوا. المكان هي أي أسفل السافلين. لكوا أسفل السافلين؟ جرسلين من القدس باشا ولا قرآن هي باس الشرق ده أو إذا كانت يشكله أسفل السافل سبحان الله بعيد بسلم الله وشونا نزلتين شونا لأستي زاوية باشا نزلتين شونا لأستي تريبي نكتبتي أسفل السافل بلا معناه شرفت باشا يعني كمان the sea level atmospheric pressure is about 100 kilopascal, or 1 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 pascal is about 760 millimeter. These two numbers is about 10 is different. Some sources they will write 760 and 750. They are close to each other. We can also measure the atmospheric pressure by pound per square inch in the British system. Normally it's millimeter mercury, about millimeter جوا بركة باشا. عسان جا بيوري بس لما كانت خوي لمختبري فيزياء مشوني كغيابات كان يكن ومختبري فيزياء واضح وجوامو بيواني بابلين سختي هوامان بيواني مختبرية مثلا كم الفرق كتلة بين قوي بيري سيلا فنعضوانا مش سليماني كمستوى سيلا فلاني أرضاً برستنا باشا جا أني عارف hydrostatic and hydrodynamic باشا the branch of fluid mechanics that study the fluid at rest this is called hydrostatic hydrostatic and hydrodynamic لا يعني بعض ميكانيكا بشكل زور إيش بيكي وبتاعي أساساتي pressure أساس أو pressure اللي قاعد يجيبه كمشكلة سامعني خويه استوعب لما توزع كمية أحسن كذا شيء تديتيلا حساباتي وكريز وردرت ترتياك إيش يمني كما معناه بس pressure تبغى إنساني ما pressure solid state that pressure is counted or calculated by force divided by the area. While in the fluid or gases, it's other rule. Basha rule we are saying here, we will explain. So the hydrostatic means the branch of the fluid mechanic that says the fluid authorized. The حركي واستعمل بيه compression. Compression يعني system function. Fluid. شو fluid؟ أجل وقتها بتيجي بيبقى fluid وثيقة. بتيجي هو كfluid ليه fluid. ها؟ أنا لا. The term fluid refers to gases and liquid. نعم من بداية gas or liquid زور related يعني زور طبيعة يعني هي هواية compared to the solid. So gases and liquid have more common with each other and they use the solid. Since gas and liquid both have atoms, molecules that are referred to move around. يعني أسال بجوله. اگر الکترون داشته لپیتو بیوته چی لازمانی علمیا ionization. So they are not locked in place, they are in solid. The hotter the fluid, the faster the molecule move on an average, and the more the space of the fluid occupy او حجم فيه زيادة وما نزل كانت التعويض حسب واضح حتى هسه والله ما هم ريفيو تحدي مشتكي وانية ما سزعلن جدا استزعلن شيء برشلونة يزعلن شيء استشهر بعشرة. What's a fluid? The fluid is a substance that can flow. Liquid and air-formed substance, gas and vapor are fluids. لأجل سخت يعني يبدو يومانيا يقولون مثلا collision وعلى وثاني portion ثانية. Transferring energy chemically are one systematic user. Fluid pressure, pressure that results from the collision of a particle in the fluid. Alam the fluid pressure is solid or manual, is a basic force mechanical area. The fluid pressures are result from the collision of particles in the fluid. Particle collisions are mostly elastic, thus conserving the kinetic energy in the momentum. By the way, momentum are also angular momentum and energy are these basic quantity are the conserved. محافظة على الزراعة. دائما elastic ومن elastic. يعني هو توبي بيجي جوانا كرودور تيجي. باش طبعا بيس بونا. أنا بزاني كconserve كلش مكان elastic. Elastic يعني وزن مسألة ناتشري أو لو تيجي على مسألة ناتشري بلام نوع مريني كتير بيوتي elastic. The change in the direction after collision results in the rain and with the change in the momentum producing impulse force. Impulse force here. Impulse force يعني force multiplied by time. أو كان طبعا لأن يشد لو اشتك كان زور دوربينه. تو تشوفشي كي بشتك على لحظة كبيرة هذا يكتب بدوامي يستشتري أو تو هذا تايمر يفرق باشا أو بيوتي impulse force. So, increasing depth of the fluid, amount of the fluid, its density, increase particles collision resulting in increase in the pressure. Kata pressure لكن بتاخد كازور تلاتة surface دي هو هاي تبديه باشا. قديتي أو خواصبا يعني خانوكان ينسقاتا لقات إخوانه أوزور بقوة وشاكو موجودة السر وشيء السر نعوراس intermediate السر يعني هاي وسطها لما لا يتاكي كان هذا زور كمان باشا بالانس فورس يعني impulse force باشا هو زيادتها اللي سايبه momentum of ويشي حكاته force multiplied by time يوجد impulse force لبرو إذا هذا كاتك تأثير كاتا سوشتك كاتك دوري هي حتى ترينيني واني كماوني يعني يشتكى هو هايبرتروفي مكانيا كاتو مانوي أو بستير السماء مكانيا فردية جالب رو impulse force كاد اعتماده كاتا سوشتك كاد دوري بيدين يعني يشتكى إما بروسيسي كاد فيزياء أو مهمة كانت ست همون بروسيس أو كانت كم بتجيش بزور به دوري في شكل يعني فاكتوري مهمة في شكل بون من هذا درمان خاردنيش درمان نخوش كهية درمان بكاتا شو ساعة نك شو ساعة شو ساعة داوشي شو جالي كي حبة شو ساعة ديارة بهش ساعة دوش ساعة في خويه هي حبك حبي واحد دو جاري دوازده ساعة ديارة كانت إفكتي أو حجمي كبير ولا حجم إفكتي همش البروسيس بابا إيكوالز فرصة كان دوري فيني بيقول FT باشا أو بيقول إيكوالز فرصة باشا balance is an upward force exerted by a fluid that opposes the weight of the partially or completely immersed object. خمان زين نبر weight أو طبيعتك هي كشريكين ولا كأعدائي مثل راكب توزاني كذا. كاتب هاشتاج خيط النوايا وطوبة بالك بالك الكواني أو يزيك ضدي أو تياري تو يشكل في balance force. باشا. The tendency or ability of an object to flow the balance force works opposing the weight of the net object. عادة ضد يزيد شكل لسيء balance force. Balance force للسيستم أو الكذا is a balance force related to the weight. While in the working system balance force regard the friction. يعني بفriction زي باش. Archimedes principle. An object is completely or partially submerged in fluid and experience an upward force, balance force equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. أول ضرب يعني ما كان سد حجمه أو كلاية على حسابه. It's equal to the fluid density multiplied by the gravitation constant in the volume which is being displaced. Even if you put in a kilo of iron to this water, it's displayed about exactly on the volume. But this is regarded as the Archimedes principle. حسابات الميكانيك هو معناها أو pure mechanic. It's daily استفادة عادة. لا مش ما استعارة استفادة اللي هو أجهز كم كان بينه بس نوعية على بيجهز كذا. As a rule is equal to fluid density multiplied by the gravity or gravitation constant in the volume displacement. This is still a force. Pressure formula. We have said in the solid state, in pressure formula, it's force exerted by an area, area. Chill state, chill area. Tamam? The balance force is due to the displaced fluid. هو كصح فيك الويت هو لا شو فيبقى الويت لا بحقه display due to the weight or خبرك انتو بس حركة شيء the blow material doesn't matter حسب أما balance force أكاد fluid density أو كثافية أو بالضبط فوليوم مهمة السايفرنسبلي هنا density كاش مهم بس فوليوم كما غير حجم خويلة
بدو زينوي فوليوم هذا
كنا قشت آخر بقول أو از أو شتى كمكان يعني خاتنا أو displace أو هكذا displace بقى حجم خوي لا بالوشنو يجي خوي كاتو بقول ويتكيو تيجاتر باشا the balance force due to the displaced fluid. 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 The balance force due يعني أما كباسبور نبي باسبور بوسر وبوسنا كشي بخار الأسنان يوي كمان أم زيادة يا أبو بعض الديانات كي لو أنا زيادة مني هاكا والله بيقول لك بوس شدك نبنا بقر حجم خوي لا هذا exactly immersion submerged in water واضحة باش formulate for pressure. This is also derived from the general formula of the solid state. Air pressure is lower at a mountain than the sea level. Water pressure is much lower at the surface than the down deep. Pressure depending on the density and depth. Again, gravitational constant بثابت ببعام. أويك اعتماد بكاس pressure inside the fluid. This density of the water or substance or liquid and height كرينج اللي حوالي pressure لكن مني تانجي كان بيننا أما تواني أما drive بوب لم general formula about for pressure is equal to 4 divided by area multiplied both by h is equal volume and here mass divided by volume is density. So in the final formula we do have a density of the water, g of the gravitational constant, height of this height. While we do have three types of pressure, in the next slide I will explain it. Absolute pressure and gauge pressure, total pressure. Here in this slide we do have different shape of the container. They are different. Here, the upper one is regarded as the atmospheric pressure due to the air. جرام وانا زي زوزو هوا وزني والله وزني كمية وافزم لليستي دنسية كان يشاهد ومصيبه فالحاصل. Anyhow, the total pressure of this system which is equal to gauge pressure. P2 is absolute pressure or the mutlaq. P1 is the atmospheric pressure, and gauge pressure is due to the height of the system. So this formula regarded as a standardized formula for the pressure, but this is still is incompressible. وقتها الشرطة الثانية هذا الشرطة هواء باشا سيستمك حتى P2 بعد P1 plus rho GH. Here it's regarded the absolute pressure plus atmospheric pressure plus gauge pressure. أما من كان يعني باش Pascal law. Pascal's law and exert pressure applied to an enclosed fluid is transmitted uniformly through the volume of the liquid. That is what it's a systemic data. قوابل وبعملها ومزيات العادة من الميكانيكا وكان يقول بكارناني هذه كم ترجمة في بعضهم درس كنوش تكفي يعني السلندر هم يلزم سيستم درس كلاس سلندر يشوفوا واني جرب fabrication ما يقولش fabrication جاز هم سيستم بكارن كله pressure in the pressure out which is equal to FA divided by area, smaller area, you will get a bigger result in the output of the pressure. And the application of Pascal's method, like in this way, this is normally if you correlate it due to the one that you press it or you do a pressure on the an end or RC, and here the change in difference in the pressure will lead through the change in pressure inside the system. This is an administration of intravenous fluid. It's regarded one application of the Pascal's in medicine. Because in the pipe or arterial system, the shape of the artery or pipe are cylindrical, most of the time, the energy of pressure regarded as the pressure density. برای اشتغال بحجم كاتير اشتغال سر حجم كاتير not only in one direction or length or area cross section area. It's regarded as the pressure density, and the pressure density is derived from the origin formula. It's equal to force divided by area, multiplied and divided by area, by length, and the upper one given the energy was force multiplied by this whole for energy, then A or multiplied by this is giving you volume, so it's regarded as an energy density or pressure density. The most obvious application of the hydrostatic pressure of fluid where the pressure can be used energy density analogy to the kinetic energy density or potential energy density in the Bernoulli equation. Bernoulli equation basically the slide this is used as regarded as a pressure density. Well, we find R3 or features of the game. It's regarded as a cylindrical system. You might think how much type of how many type of pressure that we have in our body. Here is the blood pressure, they will have something it's pressure in the large arterial. بعد نقول هو ومن لو عم يركز سريعة كم سريعة ومن فرياق وشو قلت له بالله فريانا كيف سلايد كان هون كل شيء
فكزو سريعة روتين؟
تنا
لا والله ما شاء الله كثيرة
كتير كمان لا يكاد كاتك كمان يجوا ساعدني برا
هذا كان شوي
كان باز ولا ما شك كويس دائما شارك في الموضوع سواء باز ولا كل شيء قال لي مثلا بيتعاطى كذا شارك الباز